Hey, everybody. If you're listening right now, we kind of started the show, but I want to thank all of the people that have donated, all of the people that have done comments, all of the people that support the show.
It's about 7 people have donated.
Yeah, we're not getting a lot of...
I'm not going to lie to you, about 7 people and about 5,000 people who have written nasty comments. So
yeah, so
why are we thanking anyone?
Okay, fuck it. No one's getting thanked.
Yeah. Thank you for all the nasty things and the depression.
Yeah. Thanks for coming out to the show. I like the ones that say, I'm going to donate.
Yeah. Or they say, donate, keep this show going.
Yeah.
They think that's their little push.
Yeah, well, thanks for that. We're going to cancel the show now. So, goodbye, everyone.
Hi, everybody. This is Jason Hour. Welcome to the Hour of Power.
He's not...
Immediately after you cancel.
That's what you'll get if you don't donate. Yeah. So please go to our website, JimandEddieTalkShit.com.
If you don't donate, you get a show that's just Lindsay and Jason, the 2 most popular members of the show.
Otherwise, come see me in Australia, November 21st to 26th. I'll be in Melbourne, Adelaide, Brisbane, Sydney. I'm also going to be at the Off the Hook Comedy Club in Marco Island, Florida, December 8th to 11th. And I have a couple dates. I just booked Minneapolis. I'll be in Minneapolis in January. And New Year's Eve. I just booked New Year's Eve somewhere. I don't know where. The Lake Ontario Playhouse.
And for me... I'll be at the Solana Beach, which I think is San Diego, on November the 16th. Club Nokia on November the 18th, where Eddie will be joining me there if you want to come along to that show.
It's going to be a fun time.
And I'll be in Australia in December, for the month of December. The 2 shows at the Comedy Store are already sold out, so we've put on 2 extra late-night shows. So this is the Sydney Comedy Store, and Brisbane's almost sold out, and I don't think Adelaide's almost sold out at all, but, you know, you're a bunch of rednecks, so... Who cares?
I like you, Adelaide.
Well, I'm sure you're very nice. I haven't been there since I was a child, but I wasn't happy. And the Grove in Anaheim, December 30th, you know, because that's not a busy time. You're not doing anything the next night, are you? So December 30th, if you got nothing to do, come down to the Grove in Anaheim.
That's my birthday.
I have 1,000 tickets left to sell. 1,000.
I guess that's it. So we're going to start the show. We got a great guest. We got my friend Sharon Houston. So let's get the show started.
Two douchebags on a couch. One's an asshole, one's a grouch. And relentless, all their mouths. Jim and Eddie. Talk shit. Jim and Eddie. Talk shit.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Talking Shit. We have everyone in the room today. Me, Eddie, and everyone else.
There's so many people. I've stopped caring.
Yeah, stop caring. Who have we lost over the years? Let's talk about the people who are not here. Colin's not here.
Colin made this all happen. Colin brought us Ernie.
Yeah, and now Colin's left us. I still play Words with Friends with him. Is his second name Reese?
No, you're playing with someone else.
I'm playing with some random guy.
Wasn't there another...
I was wondering why Colin keeps on asking me about my stand-up, and I feel like I know you. Like Colin Reese is asked to play Words with Friends with you, and I don't.
His name is Colin Pierce. And Colin works for Snoop Dogg now, so he's too busy.
Does he?
Yeah.
Watch out for
Very
the...
cool.
Yeah, he's like Snoop Dogg's like film guy. He goes everywhere with Snoop and films everything he does.
Yeah.
So he would rather hang out with Snoop than us.
There's an Oscar waiting to happen. Following the dog around. You're not got a microphone.
Oh, sorry. Hi.
Hi, Sharon.
Hi, Eddie.
Is this fun for you coming down here?
Yeah.
How long of a drive was it?
It wasn't that bad. I thought I was going to hit a lot of Halloween traffic, and I did not.
I don't think anybody's out.
They're all in Hollywood.
When you say Halloween traffic, you mean a child?
No, like people hauling ass to get home to go trick-or-treat.
We haven't had a trick-or-treater yet.
No, it's Venice. People don't trick-or-treat. They die.
Little kids picking up needles.
The little kids,
With a little
the little
pumpkin.
kids show up with razor blades. It's the most dangerous neighborhood in...
They hand out you guys have a rape problem here. Is that true? There's a rape problem.
It's not a problem.
Not while the show's going on.
Yeah, oh, okay. Only when you guys aren't on the mic.
Who calls it a problem? We enjoy it.
It's that whole thing. They reckon when the Beatles were on the Ed Sutherland show, that is the lowest recorded criminal activity in America's history. that 4 minutes.
I think you're starting to get like Jason.
No, it's true. It's in every Beatles documentary. It's like everyone stopped to watch that TV show. Everyone stopped to see it.
Speaking of which,
so there was nothing going on.
Speaking of which, I wanted to thank a guy came to my show, and I was at some weird show. I did a show in Olympia, Washington, and a guy drove like 4 hours, and he was like a massive Jason Hour fan, and his name's Jeremiah Liebold. Jeremiah gave me, of course, he ripped up $1. The dollar thing has to stop.
It has to stop.
A guy ripped up $1 in Seattle and threw it like confetti on the stage, so I had to pick it up.
Yeah, the problem is not everyone understands what you're doing. So when I'm signing my DVDs and you just wait to give me a teared up $1, it confuses everyone in the queue.
Yeah, I had to like put a whole bunch of crumpled up torn dollars in my pocket to bring home for you. And somebody goes,
I just throw them away now.
But Jason, he gave you a book, and it said, Jason, enjoy something my ex-wife gave me. And said, so now you know, a compendium of completely useless information. And these, because somebody Googled, and a guy Googled and wrote in to our website, and he does not like you.
That's good.
And he said, he said, while you talk, he Googles everything you say, and he said nothing you've ever said is right.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So here's a book for you, and
it doesn't. I don't know why you're looking at me.
It makes me sad. I don't know.
Can you just
Here you
give
go.
it to him?
What's it called? Oh, a gift.
I want to tell you what's been going on in my week. I've been auditioning for the FX pilot, and there's a handicapped individual in the episode who has muscular dystrophy. And so what we planned on doing was we were going to audition some regular people and some spackers, because we wanted to have like a full range of people, like actual disabled people, right?
Why do you call them spackers?
Because I'm insensitive to the disabled. Right?
But
What does it mean? I don't know. What does that mean?
Yeah, it's short for spastics.
Oh, it is?
Oh.
But it's the same length.
But we don't
Spacker,
really call them spastic in America.
Short.
That's a
No, we call them like
I'm glad this podcast goes around the world, and we're not just worrying about the Americans and what they.
Well, we are, because we're all American.
Anyway, so we were auditioning disabled people and regular people, and it was a hard one because every time you audition someone,
Question. Which one was I?
You were going for a regular role, but you were sitting in the waiting room with disabled people, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, when you went in for your audition, there was disabled people there,
and they kept bringing the disabled people water, and I got really upset.
And you don't have to have the disease. You don't have to have the disease that we are saying in the script, but you have to look a little bit diseased, or you have to be a regular person who looks diseased, right? Because like the show Glee gets a lot of flack because the guy in the wheelchair is not really in a wheelchair, and people always go, that guy's not really in a wheelchair. I don't watch the show, but I've heard the problems. Anyway, so we get person after person. Then we get this guy who comes in. He's fucking dribbling down his chin, and his whole body is spasming, like and his head's off to the side. He's with a carer, and the carer lightly puts him into the chair, and we sat there and we were talking to him like a child. Thank you so much for coming in. Have you learnt your lines? And he goes, I've learnt my lines, like this, right? He did the lines. He was reasonably good, and then like. The carer sort of helps him out of the chair. He leaves the room. The director turns to me and goes, we have to cast him. That guy's the real shit. He did pretty good. And I said, yeah, he's pretty funny. He wasn't funny as some of the comics we've had in, but he was pretty funny. So, yeah, okay, I'm in. Like, this will be good for us to cast a disabled person. Then the next cunt who comes in wheels into the room, and I say, oh, hello, mate. And he gets out of his chair and shakes my hand. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And he goes, oh, just trying to get into character. He brings it. I go, were you sitting in the waiting room with the really, really disabled guy in your wheelchair? Like, don't you think that's insensitive in some way? He goes, oh, I didn't think about it. So we let him read, and as soon as he left the room, we went, well, fuck him. He's not getting the part, right?
listen to Jim on the ivory tower right now.
So
how dare you? How dare you make fun of this spastic?
I come home, we decide we're going to cast this bloke, right? So we get on the fucking computer, and I look him up, and he's got a lot of films on IMDb, and I thought, geez, there's a lot of spacker work out there, right? I check out, that cunt's not disabled. He paid for a person to play as his carer. This person came in, was cleaning him and putting his hands in certain directions. He was sitting in the waiting room with Eddie the whole time, showed up disabled. Now, I'm all for madness. I'm all for showing up and being in character. But once you finish the audition, go, da-da, and we'll go, that was good. That was good. But I'll tell you what you should never do. You should never make me carry you down the stairs to your car. Like, he even made up a disease because I said, what condition do you have? And he said, ALSP3. And I didn't want to go, I don't know what that is. I went, oh, right. That fucking cunt.
What if you were an expert and you called him out on that?
Well, the thing is, I sort of agree in the sense that I know if it was a drama that maybe people go, that guy was really in character and he's a method actor and all that. But for a sitcom or a comedy show, I'm like, fuck off, dickhead. I wouldn't want to be around that guy when he's getting ready to go on set and like an hour before. It's like, what are you up to, Kevin? No, come on, mate. We've still got 40 fucking minutes.
Wait, but did he have like a top-of-the-line agent or something? I mean, was there anything that would have tipped you off?
He had it. I was quite surprised how good they made his headshot. I was like, they really got this guy to stand still for a while. I was like, they've really got a good picture of him. He should show that to girls on harmony.com and then try to go date him and then be like, nah, I'm fucking spastic. Sorry, that was weird.
So he wasn't with like William Morris.
If I go to my email, I can find him. But I don't want to slag the guy off in that sense where we name him because we know what our fans will do. So you know what I mean? We can't name the guy.
We got an email here that was...
It and crying.
To the lovely folks at Jim Jeffries and Eddie Ift talking shit. I am a 15%er. I love the podcast, though.
You know what a 15%er is?
It's a woman. That's a woman. That's
only 50% of our audience is
right.
women.
I'm 15%er of the podcast. Thought I'd contribute my thoughts. Jim, it must be...
Wait,
should we all read our own or should we read each other's?
I don't think I can read mine.
Let's read each other's. And her name is Stacy Phillips. So I want to thank Stacy for sending this. Jim, you read mine, I'll read yours.
And Lindsay can read her own.
Yeah, and Jason and Lalit, you read each other's. And Machete, and you read Far Sides and Far Side, you read Machete's.
All right, did everyone get what they're reading?
So I'm reading Jason.
No, we'll make Jesse read the two bottom ones.
Can I get a Kleenex?
So I'm going to read Jim's. So it said, I'm a 15%er. I love the podcast and thought I'd contribute my thoughts. Please take a moment to imagine how fat and disgusting I must be before you continue reading. Already figured it. Visioning it, see it, know it. Jim, it must be really awesome to be an Aussie in America. You can watch your hemorrhoid blood go down the drain clockwise and counterclockwise.
That's true.
Quick question, mate. That was in quotes.
Yeah.
How many cunts does it take to enable a former worship leader? A, 3. You, Eddie, and the universe.
Wow.
I got out of that pretty good. Yeah. I just got told off for having hemorrhoids.
I'm a little worried.
Eddie, way to continue your father's legacy of making fun of the mentally challenged boys and their helpless dogs. Any chance we can change Duke's name to Tubby? As usual, I'm in awe of your sensitivity. I thought that Jim had you beat with his hit-and-run Abbo story. I remember that. I hit an Aboriginal
Jim
with my
ran over
car.
an Aboriginal.
He was all right. He got up and shook his fist. But, you can hemorrhage hours later.
And then he showed up in Burger King later. And all
McDonald's.
Oh.
and then you pulled your trump card by dragging a hooker on your fender. Now we should fill you in. Eddie did the same thing, but to a prostitute.
Wow.
You're such a one-upper. So you're being told off. This woman's writing off because you tried to up my story of who does that? Who goes, you think you killed a minority?
Mine was black. My hooker was black.
That's like fucking Hitler and Mussolini trying to trump each other. Anyway.
All right. Jason.
You are like a, quote, make a wish, end quote, kid that fucking refuses to die. You said that the, quote, the universe watches out for you, end quote. Well, the universe is a little busy right now hashing out the Middle East debacle and overseeing genocide in Darfur. No, it's
all right. Hang on for a second. We have to stop right here. Tim is 15%. You're being very dramatic there. You know what I mean? The universe can do other things. It doesn't just have to look after those things. Sometimes the universe takes care of Jason. Carry on.
And your golden ticket is a Spain-based hair company that doesn't pay you.
That's true.
Or even have you on a record as an employee. Or even exist. Seriously, I can't even hate on you. I am a contributing member of society with a modicum of intelligence, and I live in a borderline ghetto neighborhood in a house without a fireplace or an ocean view. You, while currently doorless, have friends that pay for your food and clothes and access to contraband grass-fed steak. Maybe I'm the dumbass.
All right, let's stop and talk about this. Jason, how do you feel about these comments? So this is an outsider.
Obviously.
What do you mean, obviously?
She doesn't... Exactly.
What do you mean?
She's exactly where she chose to be in life, and look how happy she is.
Wait,
So are you saying you've won?
There's no winning. You can't win.
This is the thing, right? We have to fill this in. Just before we got on the podcast today, we had a cleaner come through the house that cost us like, what is it, like $100 or something?
It was $100.
$100. 3 hours, they clean the house, and they do a reasonably good job. Jason complained that there was still some hair on the bathroom floor.
Well, I walked in while the cleaners were here, and he was on the couch, feet up, and I said to the cleaners here, and he goes, "Yeah, they're upstairs."
Oh, he has no shame. I have to leave the house. I can't watch him do it. But
Do you know when I left here? Here's what happened. I left here to go to Seattle, and I said, "Jason, can you call the cleaners and get them in here?" I said, "Here's $100." I was walking out the door, and I saw the biggest smile on his face. And I looked at him, and I went, "Wait a minute." And he goes, "Oh, you got me."
why?
He was going to clean the house himself. And
No, I
send them
wasn't.
off.
You just project that onto me.
No,
You gave me the idea. I wasn't even thinking of that until you said something, devious man.
Well, this is the thing.
He was going to pocket the 100.
That was your idea.
Jason said, I could do a better job than those cleaners. And so I, quick as a max, thought to myself, what we'll do is we'll get Jason to do it for half the price. And I was like, do it for half the price. And he goes, if you give me the utensils or whatever. And now I'm like, fuck that. You got to do it for free. You just talked yourself into a fucking job.
Yeah, I told you,
fine.
he's an indentured servant. As long as he lives in this house, he's our slave.
You do live here rent free.
He drove me to the airport. He watched the dogs, and I have
cleaned
no
the house
remorse.
a week ago.
I don't give him money.
But I didn't
now.
have
I don't buy
mops and all
food.
that other stuff to make it really nice, you know?
We'll get you
The
mops.
finishing touches.
We're gonna get you a little suit to wear too.
You guys should pay him a little something.
Like
He
what?
lives here for free.
Yeah, I know, but like he still has to have spending money if he wants to leave the house. Don't you want
No,
to? Yeah,
no.
Mom and Dad.
He
Don't you want to
sells
leave
drugs.
sometimes?
No.
Okay.
Sharon, you're about to become the most hated guest.
Yeah. Are you fucking serious? The guy's about to make millions off a hair care product line. He actually left today. What did you do with him today?
I went to go work on copy.
And what does that mean?
Basically, the proposal or the sales presentation.
Right.
Materials.
You buy 10 bottles. You get 10 friends who buy 10 bottles.
he's no,
You get 10 friends
yeah,
that
and
buy
I gotta
10
take that.
bottles. And everyone gets rich.
And I got to take that language that's like written in poor English and convert it
and put it into
What-
Jasonism.
So you're converting Spanish?
I specifically heard a conversation where he said he needed to read the copyright so he could make sure it didn't sound foreign.
So yeah, I like this. So you're working on contracts with them, although you don't have a contract.
Wait, you know what I like too is that they are trusting Jason because they don't speak English well to write their copy. Meanwhile, their copy's gonna be like, "Do you need your hair colored? Well, the universe says that if you're Yoda and you're off the grid, you're gonna write the most bullshit stuff that no one's ever gonna understand."
It's gonna be groovy, man.
Come get some groovy hair.
So how far are you from making some money with the hair products? We haven't checked in on this in a while.
Oh, actually, I'm going to get a little bit of money this week.
And what's a little bit of money?
Like $220 or something like that.
$220.
That's a lot of money. Oh, then he should work for free.
Yeah. You're scrubbing that
He
bathtub.
lives here rent free. So why wouldn't you get a job now? Because let's be honest, this podcast doesn't look like it's going to ever pay either.
Yeah.
Like we've given it a good go.
Actually, I'm going out the next 2 weeks to 60 salons with these guys.
So you still reckon that this?
Yeah, I'm going to be
this is-
selling. I'm actually going to go in there and rep with.
You reckon that this is a cash cow?
Let's not get into
It's not a
this.
cash cow. It's work.
Oh, I love it. It's my
Having
favorite.
him come into a salon like you should buy these hair care products. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you look at him, right?
Right. I don't mean that in a bad way.
When I
It's
shave,
okay if you do.
know.
I'm so codependent. I'm like, oh, no way. I'm sorry.
Sharon, wait, Jim, this is going to make Jim mad. Sharon, how long have you had a podcast?
I launched on September 19th of this year. So I have 6 episodes up.
6 episodes. And when were you new and noteworthy?
Last week.
Yeah.
When were you in what?
New and noteworthy on
iTunes.
Where she
wow, good for you.
she was new. How are you ranking?
What do you mean by ranking?
Like, where are you going in the charts?
I don't think I'm charting at all.
So yeah, we're all right.
But we've never been.
Jim charts all the time.
We don't.
you guys
we
chart.
don't get.
Too
We don't.
expensive.
We don't get new and as high as 6 was our highest. But at the moment we're seeing like 70. But we normally hover around 30 or 30 to 20.
We were 70
Wow.
on a Sunday. On a Monday is when we.
I
go
saw.
high.
I remember seeing you guys when you were like up there on the top 10.
Yeah, but they will never put us in new and noteworthy.
Yeah, never put us in new and noteworthy. We never get a hey. You should listen to this one.
And Steve,
we'll never get on the star favorites.
Right.
So getting
I
like,
know. I always check staff
Dastardly and
favorites. I would
Douchie.
love that.
So Steve
Star
Jobs.
favorites likes old Jews making jokes. That's always
I love
in there.
that. That's always
that
in there,
one's
yeah.
always. Oh, have you ever looked at old Jews making jokes?
Is it funny?
I've never listened to it. I almost did today.
It makes the Apple sisters look like Citizen Kane.
So Steve Jobs, if you're up there in your iCloud, please get us into new and noteworthy. I just want to make it one time.
I'm listening to the Steve Jobs biography. I had a big drive out to Vegas and all that. And I'm up to where the Apple Mac has just been invented, and I'm going to say it, Steve Jobs, cunt.
Really?
Yeah, even in his
I'm
biography.
halfway through. He was a real piece of work.
He's
He's a cunt.
Yeah, and this is interviews from all of his staff, and he's actually like there was a child when he was 23 with a girl that he was living with who he just said get a DNA.
Did you see the Pirates of Silicon Valley? It's
Was that the movie with Anthony Michael Hall?
Yes.
yeah, he plays Bill Gates, and then Jonah. No, what's Wiley?
The guy from
Noah
Noah
Wiley.
Andrew Dice Clay.
He plays Steve Jobs,
Yes.
and they cover all that in that movie, like the fuckovers
There it
and the
is right there.
cutthroats and all that shit.
Didn't he fucked what's her name that everyone fucked? The chick from Woodstock that was big at Woodstock.
Joan
Janis
Baez.
Joplin.
Not
Joan Baez.
Joan Baez.
Yeah.
Is that a good film? That The Pirates of Silicon Valley.
I enjoyed it.
Once again, is that
It's low budget. It's a low budget. Hey, look, every film that I've recommended has received good accolades.
You've
from
only
me.
recommended one.
The one he's been in,
and I'm
King of
doing
California.
well. I'm doing well on. my
Can we please get the letter back up? We'll read the elite one. I want to see Jason.
I was kind of hoping we'd be done
I
with
just
that
want-
segment.
Hey,
I don't
hey,
know.
whoa.
I thought we got everything we needed
So-
out of it, right, guys?
So all the time we talk about how it's a bummer, all these people are negative, and then all we do is like
Dwell on the
let's give
negative.
them some
Can you?
more.
All right, read Lilith.
Worst.
Okay, you got to say Lilith. You got to start off with Lilith.
Lilith. Worst quote therapist/drug counselor ever! Exclamation point.
Thank you.
Consider your behavior. The merciless cock teasing of poor Jason.
Yeah, that's
the unabashed and borderline creepy flirting with every male guest to appear on the show.
Yeah.
Your maniacal laughter whenever Jason is ridiculed, and
True.
the presentation of a pot-laced pile of birthday Rice Krispies to a clearly addicted quote-unquote friend. Diagnosis should be nowhere, in all caps, near a person with mental issues. I hope that you have a plan B. And in what are those things?
And not the
Parentheses.
contraception.
They're called parentheses.
No,
Okay,
well.
this is the thing. You don't have to say in bold letters near. You can say that with an inflection of your voice.
Oh yeah.
Near.
Oh yeah.
He was just copying Lilith, actually.
Yeah, Lilith was doing it in inverted commas thing. It's like
I was doing it with the quotes because I thought the quotes were lame and unnecessary.
You people have
Lilith.
no.
I was just following her lead.
Your-
I just
your
did the way she
performance-
did
I
it.
didn't
Sorry.
do it with capital letters.
Your performance skills are horrible. Now, Lindsay will read it properly.
Read your own, Lindsay.
I have to read my own.
Lindsay!
Lindsay,
Lindsay.
thank you so much for being back on the show. Your voice is like a summer flower. That's not what it says at all. Who wrote this?
Your
It's a
your
woman.
mother-
Stephanie.
your
Well,
mother.
Stephanie pushed it.
Oh,
Yeah.
a
Stephanie.
woman thinks this of you.
Lindsay, you spelt my fucking name wrong. It's an E. Thank you. So it's probably not really about me. Lindsay, your voice makes me want to crawl up my own ass. It is verbal. It is a verbal razor. Congrats on your weight loss. Thank you. Now shut up and go back to being anonymous.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
that was uncalled for.
Yeah.
That
Wow.
was
You know
un-
what though? I've heard some of the
that was
episodes. My voice
that was
is very
uncalled for.
high.
You haven't lost that much weight.
How much weight did you lose?
I mean, not that.
Not
like
enough.
15
Oh, not
pounds.
enough.
Not
Okay,
enough.
well
Yeah,
then.
Never enough.
Just a water balloon of vaginal juices.
I just gave birth. Really, is what
You
happened.
did?
No.
Oh.
You
I
did?
just was shocked. I'm like, wow, you're awfully young to have a child.
No, it's not that she had a child. That someone fucking put it in her.
And stayed there.
Come on now.
So does Twitcher shoot it up? Yeah, like you on the pill? Does he?
No, we talked about it. We don't do that.
Does he pull out? Where does he come on you?
Pull out method.
Does he come on your tits? Where does he spunk on you?
I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, you are. You just showed us with your hand in your mouth. You had like
I did. That was my note.
like he sprays you.
So
it
you
just comes out and it just goes elsewhere.
How far can he shoot it?
I don't know. Just
Is
not
he-
in the
is-
hair or the eyes.
not in
It's
the hair.
never made it that far?
And he
No,
doesn't
it's
get it
against the
anywhere.
rules.
Well, he's got a drip.
Not in the eyes.
Not
Wait,
in the
what did
eyes.
Kayla-
It burns in the eyes. It burns in the eyes.
It does. It's because the cum thinks it's an egg and it tries to swim into it.
It's bad.
Does it really?
That's a theory I've got.
So you do it on purpose.
Wait,
Jim,
what did
don't you?
Kaylani Lay tell us though? She said there's two kinds. Like
Shooters and droppers, or shooters and
Shooters and ploppers. That's what I was
ploppers.
saying.
Yeah, something like that.
So is Twitchy a shooter or a plopper?
I guess a shooter, right?
I'm a shooter. That's the one thing I've got. I'm not a very athletic
Well,
man. I get distance.
I do this thing.
Embarrassing distance. I hit myself in the face once a week.
I do this
Why not
thing.
masturbate on my back?
I do this
Wow.
thing where I hold it shut and I like pinch it so that the pressure builds up, and then I let go and it shoots.
That's very controlling of you, Eddie. You're even a control freak over your own genitalia. like you're in charge of it. It's all part of you.
Oh,
Why are we reading this? This made me sad. Thanks, Stephanie. Quit listening to the show.
Jesse,
You need it so
read
fucking much.
about Farside.
Far Side. Congrats on becoming this show's MVP.
Yeah, Farside! Yay! Farside's our favorite. Everyone else sucks balls.
I
he's
cannot,
getting another tattoo next week.
I cannot believe that there is a person with even less self-respect than Jason Howard. I don't agree. I don't agree with that statement. I still think Farside's got a lot more self-respect. That tattoo is simultaneously awesome and horrifying, and the bikini almost made me swear off men.
Well, maybe you should have, because none will come near you after this. This
Yeah,
is
I
terrible.
want to see a picture of Stacey. I think she's a bit too much. Everyone else is wrong
Yeah.
with them.
I kind of like this from
Yeah.
Stacey.
Oi, Stacey, you fat slag. Stop
Yeah.
writing us letters. Boo, Stacey, boo.
Boo, Jim,
Fuck you.
Jim, one of your fans, I was twittering back and forth with one of your fans who hated me the other day.
Right.
And we're fighting back
They
and
hate
forth.
me.
We're writing back and
Your
forth.
fans hate
and
you?
It's so funny. I'm in Seattle, Jim. You were in Vegas. And I go, by the way, I'm sitting with Jim right now, and he just called you a cunt. I'm sitting all alone. Like, Jim called you a cunt. And the guy's like, but I love Jim. I go, he hates you.
I blocked my biggest fan, and he found another way to write. I'm your biggest fan. Like, he opened up another page.
Yeah, guys do
So
it all the time.
he can join back. He goes, why'd you block me? I'm your biggest fan.
Was he the guy that sent you the picture of
It's
yourself?
just this guy who used to, every time I left a comment, like, come and see me in something, this guy would just write in capital letters, balls. Just on anything I wrote, just balls. And by the end of it, I just went, fuck him. I'm sick of him. Block. You know, like I can afford to lose
Boundaries.
that guy. I tell you what, hey, people of Twitter and Facebook land, don't get me in a fucking blocking frenzy. Because I go through I went through one stage where I just started writing, my spelling's terrible, my punctuation's terrible, and my fans feel the need to tell me all the time when I've spelt a word wrong, right? So every time I spell a word wrong,
Oh, I think we found her.
Stacey.
We just pulled up a picture of Stacey Phillips to check. And she is definitely a piece of work.
My
Stay-
voice
Whoa,
is better
go
than
back.
anything.
Wait. Go back to that previous picture. Look at her own. Look at her own comment of herself. Ugh.
That comment is ugh.
I think I may have the
Stacey
oiliest
looks
face
like
ever.
Jason with less hair.
Stacey, nothing about you is 15%. You're more like 115.
Stacey, there's a photo of you next to your
Oh, look, there's Stacey. That
Sta-
woman with the red hair looks like Stacey in 30 years.
Stacey, Stacey, there's a picture here of you and your grandmother, and I can't choose which one to fuck.
We'll be putting her picture up on our website.
God.
I don't think we can do that.
No, you can't do that.
See, there's Stacey in 30 years.
I'll
Why
tell
not?
you what,
a shame.
Stacey,
No.
Stacey, I'm looking at Stacey's family, and all I can think is, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
on our Facebook page. If you write shit and you're
Wow, she has
And
10
she's
pictures.
a cat lady.
She
That
has
says
a
it all.
photo album
Oh,
called
no,
The
but there's-
Fur Crew.
But there's a Pekingese. There's a Pekingese.
Oh, there's one dog.
The photo
wearing
album.
a crown.
The photo is called The Fur Crew.
Wow.
Yeah.
Stacey is totally plotting to kill all
Add
of
her
us.
as a friend.
Wait, listen. So if you're one of those people that writes on our Facebook page too, it's very easy. We just go block or ban user, delete and ban.
Well, this is
user.
what I'm saying. When people start going, I was blocking people.
They think we like
And
it.
I said, I don't want anyone correcting my spelling or my punctuation anymore. I know I'm bad at it. Now, I probably did some by accident, but I made sure there was several mistakes in that fucking sentence, right? And then I waited for every fucking smart-ass cunt to come along and go, actually, you spell punctuation. And block! I lost like 200 fans that day just in a rage by myself. Block! You're dead to me. I don't need any grammar Nazis at my gigs. You can all fuck off.
There was a guy
Manic Jim.
who was writing shit to me the other day, and his name was SF San Francisco Bike Messenger, and I just wrote back. I go, now every time I see a bike messenger, I'm gonna open my car door hoping it's you. And he wrote, that's a threat. I'm gonna call the police or something.
Oh,
I go,
Jesus.
Good luck with that. We'll see how that works out.
Why was he going to call the cops on you?
Because he threatened to.
I threatened.
all right.
Oh, then I said I'd throw him down and strangle him with his own bicycle tube.
Oh, yeah.
You left that part out.
I forgot.
Oops.
Yeah, I hate the ones that get very threatening for you. The internet's just for cowards, really.
Yeah, it is, and it's anonymous people.
But it's not anonymous. If you send your email, you just plug your
No,
email in.
but if you ever play online poker, which you can't really do now in America, but when you used to play online poker, it was just full of people who were angry when they were losing. Go, you fucking pussy fag. Go play poker in a casino and see how fucking tough you are.
Yeah.
There's some intimidating guys. You can't just go. You can't the guy can't flip over a queen and then win, and you have pocket aces and go, you're a faggot. You suck your dad's cock.
Yeah.
So glad we got that cleared up. Hey, Lalit.
Yo.
Good costume. Please describe what you are.
Thank you.
It's Halloween when we're recording this, by the way. And Lalit got dressed up when no one else did.
And
Yes.
I
I feel really alone right now.
Yeah, Sharon.
and I knew what you were immediately from
Yeah.
the second I put eyes on you.
Sharon called me out on it. I am a...
Armenian.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. A very hairy one, and I let my hair grow out.
I would have guessed werewolf. I didn't know Armenians are werewolves.
Okay,
They are before we shave.
We can all agree that
Are you gonna brow?
They just wear a lot of gold.
That Lalit at her best, we'd all put it in her, right? We'd all fuck Lalit.
At her best.
At her best.
my
You know when
best.
sometimes
I
you
mean-
know, like Lalit's one of these girls that has a real fucking moving scale. Sometimes she walks in the house and you go, oh, Jesus, Lalit. And then other times you walk in and you go, Lalit. Like sometimes Lalit walks in.
Like tonight.
And the hair.
Wait, Jason, is there ever a time you wouldn't put it in?
No, this is what I'm asking. Jason, with the makeup and everything she's got on now, would you still be comfortable putting it in Lalit? Thinking that she's done it on the rest of the body as well.
Especially my badge.
It's like doing a scene, I guess. I don't know.
I do feel like I'm in an old porno
Play
movie
the
or
role.
something.
Are you an actor?
No.
Actually, I'm in a union. I am a SAG union
Absolutely.
actor.
Sharon, have you not seen The King of California?
No.
I moved
Hang
a
on,
shopping
hang
cart
on.
through the parking lot.
Hang on. Wait, when you say it's like doing a scene, I've done a sex scene once in a pilot where the girl was topless on me and I'm wearing underwear for this British thing that never saw the light of day. And it's awkward. You know, I got an erection. I just sort of looked at her like, yeah, you're topless.
I rarely get a boner during lap dances. It's too awkward.
I know. I like to get a boner during a lap dance. I work myself up to it. If I haven't got one, I feel like they think that I've got a faulty penis. So I actually work my head up like, gotta get one, and then I get one at the end of the dance like, ta-da!
Speaking of which, we have to get on that. That's we're recording a couple episodes tonight, and we didn't have a second guest for tonight. And so I said to Jim, I go, let's for fun.
Go to strip club?
No, jeez, psychopath.
Wow, Lilt.
Lalit said go to a strip club.
No, order a prostitute as the guest.
I don't think this will work though. I will
thought you
do
were gonna
it,
say order a pizza.
but I don't
I'm
think it
hungry.
will work
Why not?
because
Yeah, if you're getting a hooker, you got to get pizza too.
this is the thing, right?
Thank you,
A
Jason.
hooker definitely won't be comfortable with the camera in the room. She probably isn't happy. The one that we can afford isn't happy about her career choice, right? If we get one of the $1,000 ones, she'll probably be all right because she's one of these ones that go, I make a lot of money. Who gives a fuck what I do? But if we get the one that we're going to pay for, $200, because it comes out of the show budget. If you people donated more, we'd get better hookers, right? If we get one that's within the show's budget, she's not going to be a happy person.
That's like me, $200.
Wait, Sharon's got an idea.
No, you guys. There's a lot of hookers that hang out by the Shakey's Pizza.
Where?
In Little Armenia.
Yeah.
Right?
That's just
Really,
Lilith's
Glendale's
relatives.
really who represents for the Armenians. But there's a Shakey's Pizza there right on Sunset and Kingsley. And there's a shit ton of hookers. Or
No, they have to come to us.
why? Well,
Farside's got a car.
Exactly. Just send somebody over and go, hey, will you do
Yeah,
this
no,
show
this
for
is-
$40? You could also get one of those tranny
This is the
hookers in
thi-
front of donut time.
this is
Oh,
a-
I'd like a tranny
That's
hooker.
what I'm saying.
I'd like a tranny hooker.
Let's
Get
get a
one from
tranny.
Donut Time.
I don't wanna pick
Santa
her up.
Monica and Highland. FYI, the tranny hookers that works the Donut
No.
Time there, they drive Mini
I know
Coopers.
all
they
about the
fucking
Donut
do
Time.
well.
tranny
If we get
Say
one,
they drive Mini
One
Coopers.
of them drives a really nice Mini Cooper, and I'm like, holy
Sharon,
shit.
you just said they do well. That means they're probably not within the budget then.
No, I'm saying that they would like the exposure.
no, okay. The thing is, we only get one that's delivered. We're not putting you in a legal situation.
Thank you.
Where you have to pick because he can get caught for that, right?
Yeah.
But if a girl comes to the house, I welcome the cops coming over asking if we're soliciting for sex. We're just paying her for a time, and there's nothing illegal about that.
That's right. And we've got a camera, so we could be making a porno.
That's true. That makes it legal again.
Who ordered a cup?
Yeah, no, that's a Jim Norton joke.
Yeah, I know.
And you
You
should
tell
say
it all
that.
the time.
But you should say that when you say the joke.
Courtesy
always
of Jim
credit
Norton.
the
No,
comedian.
actually, I'm all right with Jason doing it because he's not a comedian. Only comedians have to credit comedians.
Yeah.
Regular folk can just say shit like that.
So you could be like, who ordered a cup, Jim Norton?
No, you know what
Like
I mean?
that?
Yeah, no, I do.
You know what I mean?
It's like
I
a
don't want
footnote.
I don't want credit from every fuck knuckle who says one of my jokes to because I was a kid and used to fucking quote movies and shit all the time. So leave Jason alone. He's got nothing.
He's
What,
got
speaking of that,
nothing.
Jim, did you let Jason try out for one of your retarded roles in your show?
You
No.
totally should have.
Because
Wait a minute, wait a minute,
It's
wait a
muscular
minute.
dystrophy and they're very thin. Although Jason signaled at me that he would like a role in the future.
Jason said to me the other day, he goes, Jim won't even let me be a PA on the set.
Yeah, this is the thing.
Not even coffee?
I don't want to give
Not
to-
even
I don't-
coffee? Jim, you know I can do that.
I don't want to give away too much about the opening on the air, but I shot a scene with a very, very famous comedian this morning for the opening of the pilot, right? And so I came back, and Jason's like, he was actually like prodded up on the couch because they were cleaning around his feet. And he was like sitting crouched up like a monkey, sitting with his legs
You
up on
didn't
the
even
couch.
move for them.
Yeah, no,
What
yeah.
a life.
No, I sat on the porch the whole time, really.
No, it was like painting the Harbour Bridge. Once they cleaned around him, they had to start again because he just molts fucking shit. Anyway, so he comes back and he goes, how was working with such and such? I said it was good, and he goes, yeah, I wouldn't know because you wouldn't let me come. And I said, you didn't ask. And he goes, but you wouldn't have let me, would you? And I went, no. And he goes, well, there you go.
He was really down and out.
I won't have you as a PA, as a personal assistant, for one reason, and that's that we're too close, we're too friendly, and
We're not that friendly.
It could ruin this, Jason. It could
Oh,
ruin
Jason, that's such a nice moment.
Where
you guys are
Lindsay,
having.
I could have you in a second.
Yeah, he would fucking yell and.
Oh, I
scream
could
all day.
fight.
He forgot to mention that I asked him about the craft services, too.
Actually,
Oh
Jason,
yeah, he did. He goes, "What were the craft services for?" I go, It was like a 1 hour thing. We just had this guy for an hour, so there were no craft services. No one got fed. And then Jason mentioned something about it being against the union.
Christ.
You know, they have to feed you if there's a camera.
No.
They have to feed you.
I came in today and I said, where's my mail? And he goes, it's in your box. Jason has made 2 boxes of mail, one for me, one for Jim. And he goes, you guys get a lot of mail. And I go, that's what happens when you're on the grid.
No. That's what happens when you have an address.
And I go to Jason. I go, yeah, Jason. I go, so does this mail make you glad you're off the grid? He goes, yeah, especially now with what's going down with Anonymous.
Well, no, I mean, that's just one side of things. I'm just saying, in general.
Tell
what's
him
going
about
on.
Anonymous.
Well, I just started reading about it. Like, I didn't really. They took down the PS.
You have a lot of time on your hands.
well,
Tell us, Jason.
Anonymous is a hacktivist group, and
Hacktivists?
yeah, they hack.
Oh wait, are those dudes that wear the masks down at Occupy Wall Street?
No. They put out.
That's the Jabberwockies.
They put out. They're the ones.
I love those guys.
If you guys want to know, I'll tell you.
We want to know.
We want to know.
Jason.
We want to know.
Tell us.
Please
All right.
tell us.
Do you remember when a
care.
Jabberwocky dies, they bring another one in?
They
Yes.
I reckon
they took
would.
down the
I think
place.
they're Asian. Are they Asian?
There's one black guy. There's one
They
black.
took down what?
Yeah.
They took down the PlayStation networks.
The Muslims.
No, the
Oh, when the PlayStation went down.
that was done by Anonymous. This group.
a lot of
And
things
they
that we
have-
don't know they're being done by Anonymous.
This is a group, and they've
Are they like
they
Al
put
Qaeda?
out. Pull it up.
Do they
Far
write
Side.
poetry?
Where the fuck?
No, I know
Joe-
what it is.
Don't put Anonymous into our
No.
internet.
You gotta
Don't,
you gotta watch the video.
No,
they
it's
got a
gonna
video.
crash our computer.
You're crazy. Farside, pull up the YouTube video that.
My computer.
Pull up the anonymous video on Facebook. They're gonna crash Facebook on the 5th of November. Is what they're saying.
Oh
sure?
Jesus Christ!
Is this like that preacher that said the end of the world's coming?
No, this is just put it out.
No, I know.
Just-
Yeah, but why
I've
would
heard
they?
what
Why
you're
would
talking
they?
about.
Why would they flag this so far out? Why would,
because that's
You know this-
remember
Jason,
the 5th of November. That
Jason.
whole deal.
Yeah.
Jason, you know this episode's going to air after then.
I'm
And if
just
you say
saying.
this and
You
it
can't
doesn't
protect
happen,
the people.
I'm just saying. You watch for yourself. Put up. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
You pull
but
up the video.
You also
but-
told us
Right,
Eva
but
was
why-
going to pay you.
I have an awesome. I have an awesome Twitter ready for November the 5th. It's gonna fuck things up.
They're actually they're not.
A message from Anonymous.
Yeah, check this out.
will save us all.
I think these are the dudes that I'm thinking of.
This looks like The Daily Show.
Oh, there he is. He's got a question mark as a head.
That's dope.
Maybe it's just a regular guy who's got scoliosis.
Just watch this, Jim.
What's really good about this is the fact that this is going to air after
November 5th.
I know, but it's good. But everyone knows we're recording this before. This will be like people will be like, Jason was in the shit. This will
Right.
be fine.
Jason knew what he was talking about.
Or Jason didn't know what he was talking about.
Doesn't.
Well, that's usually the general.
There's no game without risk, right?
This
Yeah.
is true. I agree.
I read a memo that your life was going to crash in 1992.
And it did. And you've been wearing the same hat since.
No, 1982. Actually,
I came in that hat the other day. I did on the bed. I wiped my cum up with that.
Yeah,
hat.
you did.
And I went in that
I
hat.
hope not.
I did. I masturbated on the couch when no one's here, right?
Yeah.
And your hat was on the couch. I picked it up. I didn't mean to, but I wiped a bit of my cum with that hat.
Remember when you asked me what
Did
I used?
you?
Remember, Jason?
You're not right, dude.
Jason, remember what I use when I don't have toilet paper?
Socks.
Yeah, but there were no socks.
His T-shirt.
No,
your hat.
He won't believe that I really did do that to his hat. I didn't mean to.
You jizzed in his hat.
I didn't jizz on his hat.
You wiped
I
a
needed
little
something
up.
to
Wiped a little
wipe.
bit.
I wiped a little bit and went, oh, it's Jason's hat.
You wiped cum off your shoulder.
Yeah, and you know what's weird? Jason hasn't removed the hat yet.
Well, I've been wearing it for fucking 2 days. What does it
He
matter?
likes it more
didn't
now.
It's already there.
I think
That is-
Sharon's traumatized right now.
I'm not. I'm just surprised that you guys jerk off so much.
What are you kidding?
What, that the
I've got nothing to do. I'm unemployed. I live on a couch.
No, I'm sure you jerk off all the time. I'm talking about these two. They have things to do.
Jason,
They're busy.
They jerk
people.
off more than me.
No, he
and have sex.
I wish I did. Jason,
I jerk off a lot.
Jason, when's the last time you had sex?
June.
Oh boy.
That's funny. Last Tuesday I had sex with a girl called June.
No.
You
All right,
like
sure.
her?
All right, are we plugged in to play Anonymous? Let's hear it.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh, they crashed him.
We wish to get your attention, hoping you heed the warnings as follows. Your medium of communication you also dearly adore will be destroyed. If you are a willing activist or a guy who just wants to protect the freedom of information, then join the cause and kill Facebook for the sake of your own privacy. Facebook has been selling information to government agencies and giving clandestine access to information security firms so that they can spy on people from all around the world.
And also that poking
Some
thing's
of these
annoying.
so-called white-hot infosec firms are working for authoritarian governments, such as those of Egypt and Syria. Everything you do on Facebook stays on Facebook regardless of your privacy settings. And deleting your account is impossible. Even if you delete your
Oh,
account,
no, they're gonna see
all
those
your
pictures of
personal
Noosa
info
swimming in the
stays on
lake.
Facebook and can be
They got the
recovered
same
at
VO
any
guy from
time.
War Games.
Changing the
I'm sick and
privacy
tired of them
settings to make
advertising to
your
the people who
Facebook
join my
account
page to
more
come and see my
private
shows.
Is also a delusion.
That's what
Facebook
happens.
knows more about you than your family. You cannot hide from the reality in which
It knows
you,
more about me than
the
my
people
family.
of the
Thank
internet,
fuck my mum can't
live
use the
in.
computer.
Facebook is the
Thank
opposite of
fuck.
the
I'm
innocent
happy that
cause.
Facebook knows more
You
about
are
me than
not
my
safe
mum.
from them nor from any government. One day you will look back on this and realize.
So these are the guys that took down the PS3 PlayStation Network.
Or so,
Sorry, I don't play video
or
games.
so they said they were the guys. There's no proof that they're the
Why would
guys.
they take down a video game network?
Look it up. I'm sure
Why?
they put something out there.
No, but
if you go to,
I
they
know
have a website. Follow. You can look at the link.
But
That's got all
why?
their stuff.
Because you write stuff down, like when you do that network, you're playing games with people all over the world, and
Yeah.
so you're putting information about yourself as your gamer tag, and so what they do is they're saying they were claiming that Sony was selling that information as well, correct?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably what
It's all about
They had credit card numbers and stuff like that in there, didn't they?
yeah, because you can upgrade your games, you can buy extra things for your game like for 50 cents here and there.
Who cares about that?
What do you mean? Who cares?
This,
about that?
this organization
your
actually
credit
has
card
some
details.
fucking traction.
They've got all
in the
your
world.
information.
I'm not sure I believe it, but here's the thing. Anonymous, if you exist, I say you take down Eva Hair Care Products website on what day? What show does this day air? What day? On the November 16th. Take down Eva Hair Care Products, and I'll believe in you.
Is that your hairline, Jason?
Anonymous, hack into Apple and make us new and notable.
Yeah.
Noteworthy.
Yeah.
And while you're at it, take off the Apple sisters.
Okay.
Oh, he just did it. Jason did it. I'm trying to make some money. We gave you a 2-month, leave you alone, or we're going to bring it up again. It's been 3 months.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has.
Yes, it has. It's been 3 months
whatever.
since then. You said we have 2 months, and if you're not being flushed, then we can go after you. It's been 3 months
Don't
now.
go after them.
It was just I just want to see if Anonymous is real. That was it.
Yeah, I'm
It
sure.
has nothing to do with Eva.
Well, there's all the information in front of you, dude.
I love when Jason.
Are
and
you guys
Jesse
gonna fight?
Yeah,
There's
it's the-
some
they
tension
always
over
fight.
here.
It's the best.
He doesn't fight with you anymore,
I
Lindsay. Now
know.
he fights
We're
with
friends.
Jesse.
Yeah. This is great.
Shut up, Shapiro.
Anonymous, please take down Eva Hair Care Product on November 16th.
Wait. Why did Jesse become a dialect?
Oh, I'm dropping all the
He was
mail.
imitating.
Terminate.
We got to end this episode.
Terminate.
Let's just end this and have an.
Keep going.
Okay, can I ask one
Terminate.
thing? Can I ask a question before you end it?
No, yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say one thing. Jim,
Thanks for listening. This
Okay.
was talking
No,
shit.
let us say one thing. Let us say one thing.
You keep talking. It is funny.
Go ahead. Shut up. Let her go.
Ringy,
Let her go, let her
Ringy,
go,
stinky
let her go.
vagina,
I just
Ringy.
wanted to tell you
Jim,
that
let her go. Let her
you
go.
keep plugging your show in Anaheim on the worst day ever. which is December. Come on.
No, she's talking about me. Let her talk.
You keep plugging your show in Anaheim on December 30th, which is the worst day ever. Everyone hates it so much. I just want you to know that that's my birthday for real.
Fuck your birthday.
That was
Far side.
Farside coming
And
through
I
in the
would
clutch
love
again.
to, and I would love to be in
Mr.
Anaheim.
Self-Respect.
Hey everybody, thanks for listening.
Yeah, if
you were
you-
listening. I want to thank first of all Sharon Houston for being our guest on
I have
Talking
no
Shit.
idea what just happened.
Yeah.
She never got to talk at all.
Welcome
I have
to the
no
show.
idea. Thanks.
But we're gonna ask you.
Stay on the
will
next
you
one?
stick around for the next episode?
If you want me to, of
We would
course.
love to have you here, and actually, we're going to talk to you on the next
No,
episode.
fuck that.
So stick around. Thank you guys for listening. Go to our website, Jim and Eddie Talk Shit. Go to Stitcher. As much as Stitcher, you don't pay to advertise on our show. Stitcher is the best place to listen to podcasts. Are you on Stitcher?
I'm on Stitcher.
Yeah, Stitcher's fucking. It really is. It's the best fucking place.
Sharon, what's your podcast called?
It's called Daytime Justice.
Do you have anything else you want to plug?
No, my Twitter is at Daytime Justice or at Sharon_Houston. And you can also find me at www.daytimejustice.com.
Why is it called Daytime Justice?
Because it's I raise the curtain on daytime court TV. So it's I tell all these behind the scenes stories. It's a human shit show.
On next episode of Talking Shit with Jim and Eddie.
We're going to talk about Daytime Justice.
I'm going to sue Jim for tickets to Anaheim.
All right. So goodbye,
I
everybody.
can make that happen.
Good. Thanks for listening. Go fuck yourself.
Talking shit.